Leonardo da Vinci, 1452 to 1519, painter, sculptor, inventor, anatomist, engineer, but above all, an observer. He asked one question relentlessly, obsessively for his entire life. How does this work? How does water flow? How do birds fly? How does light bend? How do muscles attach to bone? How does the heart pump blood? Every page of his 13,000 pages of notebooks, a question. How does this actually work? Pure curiosity, pure observation, no agenda, no goal, just seen. The question, how does this work, creates seen. Before you ask, you look at water flowing and see water. After you ask, you see turbulence, laminar flow, vortices, eddies, patterns, principles. The question changes what's visible, because your capacity to perceive changed. Questions are tools for seeing what was always there. How does this work forces you to observe closely, strip away assumptions, see the mechanism, recognize the pattern. Most people look but don't see. They categorize, label, move on. Leonardo looked and asked, and from that asking came anatomical drawings 400 years ahead of medicine, flying machines 400 years before flight, hydraulic engineering still used today, the Mona Lisa, the Last Supper, Vitruvian Man, because he asked how things work, and observation generated creation. You have been trained not to ask, how does this work? You've been trained to accept. This is just how it is. That is above your pay grade. Don't question it. Just memorize this. But questions generate sight. Pick anything in your life right now, your relationship, your work, your habits, your fears. Ask, how does this actually work? What's the mechanism? What's the sequence? What maintains it? And watch what becomes visible. Suddenly you see triggers, patterns, loops, functions, things you've lived with for years but never actually observed. Leonardo didn't have special vision. He had better questions. Leonardo da Vinci died with thousands of questions unanswered. He never stopped asking, never stopped observing, never assumed he'd seen enough. How does his work remain fresh every single day? That's not just curiosity. That is consciousness. Most people stop asking by age 7. Adults know things, children ask. Leonardo never stopped being a child. Every bird, every stream, every face, every shadow. How does this work? The question itself is the answer, not because it gives you information, because it generates seeing. And seeing is the first act of creation.